This video is brought to you by Diamond Pacific Tool Corporation. Diamond Pacific is America's favorite diamond tool, wheel, and lapidary machine manufacturers. For nearly half a century, Diamond Pacific has set the industry standard for diamond lapidary equipment. Join the majority of professional lapidaries and choose Diamond Pacific products such as their Nova wheels, Pixie, Genie, and Titan gem makers, as well as their wide selection of other high-quality lapidary diamond products. Check out Diamond Pacific today and find out why they're considered America's premier diamond lapidary tool manufacturers. Ryan from Conscious Creators. You folks hear me talk about Ryan all the time. Extremely hardworking man. Does one show here at the Quartzite show. He is the last row. If you come to the main entrance, he's on the left-hand side, the row, that one. Anyway, Ryan, how you doing, baby?
Good, how you doing, brother?
You are never stopping. You work so hard. I follow you on Instagram. I tell everybody to follow you. If you're not mining, you're cutting. You must love your job.
It's a labor of love. It's my passion.
You know, I still cut some of the Calypso and Kina that I got from you 3 years ago. I haven't got to see you in a while, but yeah, you got a lot this year. Have you been working a lot more, mining a lot more turquoise?
Yeah, I've been kind of switching gears. I made a discovery for a new mine. I'm calling the Cloud Chaser now, which is a turquoise deposit. It started out as Veras Site, and then I found some kind of chalk nuggets nearby, and it's snowballed into some really nice turquoise very fast.
You have some cut, right?
I do. So this is some of the cut material. These pieces here have been stabilized. But it's very, very nice, hard, solid material for the most part.
I tell people there's quality stabilization and then there's bad stabilization. Yeah. Quality stabilization, you know, is taking a good material and making it even better. Where, you know, the bad stabilization, like a lot of like some more affordable Mexican turquoises, a lot of Sonoran just has caked in glue. Yeah. You grind through it and it still has glue.
Yeah.
This is not that. This is super high quality. We like to say good stabilization is glue flavored turquoise, and then bad is turquoise flavored glue.
There you go.
And this stuff is great.
Yeah, so this stuff we did an acrylic stabilization, which is a higher end stabilization. What you're talking about is those resins you see usually, which when you cut into has a very distinct odor to it.
Yeah, stinky, it'll make you sick. I've done it many times. This stuff is killer. Has it been selling well?
It has been selling very well.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've yet to get to the natural stuff, but here probably during the snowstorms coming up, we're going to be cutting a bunch of the natural material up. So that should hit the market here soon.
Great name, by the way. Did you give it the name?
I did.
Dude, great name.
Thank you.
Affordable, unique. I mean, everybody wants new, especially if you're reselling, but
this will be a big deal in the next few years. Mark my words.
Oh, for sure. And emphasis on few, and nowadays a good material, it becomes, you know, known super fast.
Oh yeah, it makes its own name. I just have to dig it.
You do sell some rough of it here too, right?
I sure do.
Let's take a look at that. I think it's over here somewhere.
So this is the rough I've got remaining so far. We had a whole bunch. All the bigger pieces have been picked out so far. So this is the stabilized material here, and then this is the natural material here. And for the most part, I'll send a batch like this to get turned into that. When it comes out of the ground, all these pieces are extremely vibrant blue, but once it oxidizes and loses its moisture content, it lightens up quite a bit.
So we were talking a couple days ago, you were waiting on a batch, so it's already in the works.
It's already in the works.
Heck,
we got about 25 pounds that should be arriving to Tonopah in a week or two, hopefully.
So check this out, folks. People say, when is the best time to come to a show? I say the beginning, because you would have got to pick, you know, larger pieces. All of these are still great for jewelry. I mean, what goes into a ring stone? Not very much. But, like, you want to get here quick. I mean, things sell out the very first day.
I had a guy come by the first day and he bought 2 full tables, 260 pounds.
Oh, man.
So it goes fast.
Well, that's cool. There's going to be a line of your cloud chaser somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully he lets you know and sends you some pictures. This stuff is awesome. If I didn't know you mined it and I had to guess, it almost looks like Lone Mountain.
Yeah, we're not too far from Lone Mountain. As the crow flies, maybe 50 miles or so. We're actually in the Monte Cristo range, which is just a range over from Lone Mountain.
Very awesome. I can't wait till you get it. And folks can follow you on Instagram when it's available.
Conscious creators.
Heck yeah. Great stuff, dude. What a great material, great name, great look. And I know you for your Veras Site. I did get a piece or two of turquoise that you mined years ago, but your Veras Site. Which one was the first one that you started with?
Veras Site was the first discovery I made out in the same mountain range, actually, the Monte Cristos, and that was the Kina Verde claim.
Oh, heck yeah.
Which is this mine. I actually did a couple months of production during the summer, during the hottest part, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
We got a bunch of eggs out of there, which are like nodules, and really nice vein. I've cut most of the vein over the years, cabs, and it's long gone now, but once I have the time to get back into it, there'll be some more down there.
Dude, the smell coming off of this is intoxicating. It is so good.
It's like a fresh rain,
It's giving me like goosebumps, dude. I love the smell of real phosphates. Beautiful stuff, really affordable. I mean, in Tucson, people are charging more for stabilized Sonoran than this natural material here.
Yeah, you can't beat my prices. Mine direct. This box is really good here. You can really see the nuggets and the veins and eccentric patterns going through it. And these produce some phenomenal cabs. Some of them have some great polychrome, some really good spider web pattern, and just a mix of what Kina Verde is known for. Just beautiful high-grade Veras Site.
These more faced ones are beautiful, but I love the black.
Yeah, the contrast of the black really sets it apart from anything else.
I feel bad that I sold the pieces that I cut, that I bought them to sell them, but I just missed them.
There's gonna be more, brother.
Put that aside, I'm gonna buy that one for sure. I try not to shop on camera because I'll just sit over this bucket for 25 minutes. Oh man, this is so nice. Oh yeah. And the sun's not even out, so you folks are missing out a bit on the color of these. I cut it just like turquoise. I mean, it's a phosphate, so it took it, just to 3,000 and Zam, and it was glass. Were you the first to mine the Kina?
Yeah, it was a virgin discovery when
Oh, cool. So it's one of your babies.
Yep.
Fantastic.
It's really what got me hooked on that stuff. Yep, not even a scratch on the ground anymore.
Do you have any cabochons of it?
Right now I don't. I had a whole bunch throughout the mining season. I have to cut and sell to keep the mining operation going. So
Yeah.
We probably produced several thousand carats of really high grade spider web over the summer though.
Heck yeah. And you mined all this Calypso too.
I sure did. This is the last of the stash. We did this project back in 2020, I believe, 2020, 2021. And it goes really fast when it came out. And I was lucky and happy enough to find a box stashed in my shed, and so I cut some up and brought what's left to the show this year.
Working so hard, you're finding your own material.
Oh yeah, well I got
running around.
buckets at the house just sitting there still that need to be gone through.
So,
Mostly Kina though.
So I ask a lot of people who do mining and stuff, do you have a private collection?
Oh, of course.
That's good, because a lot of people don't, dude. You'd be surprised. Some people are like, this is a business. I'm not saving anything. And then you're going to be like, keep your best 10%. And by the time you retire, you're going to have the best in the world instead of someone else having the best collection of your own labors.
Oh yeah. See, the thing for me, as an independent miner, I don't work for anyone. I don't have a 401k or retirement plan or anything. I'm risking a lot of things to pull this stuff out of the ground, So I have to make sure I save some for once I get older and my body breaks down, so I do have stuff to sell and stay afloat back, when I get to my 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Oh man, that's so good. Oh, nice vein. So is most of the Kina veins? Well, it's obviously both.
Yeah, we get a good mix. There's areas where there's nice mud seams filled with nuggets. The really best pattern comes out of the vein material, and then we get a lot of nodules and clams and different pseudomorph fossils.
Oh, cool.
Some will have spider web, some will have like the lightning bolt type patterns, and just a good mix of everything that Veras Site has to offer.
Have you weighed this before?
I have not.
How have you not weighed it like 50 times? We gotta weigh it. What's your guess?
I'm gonna say probably around 200, 300 grams.
That's it? Here's some greener Kina. Even more.
270 grams.
270.
Something like that. I'd probably do 50 cents a gram on, so it'd be around $130.
Sold. Yeah, I want that sucker, dude. I'm gonna cut that, man.
That's yours, man.
Dude, I want that. I want that bad. I was hoping it was gonna be like 700.
There's some good pattern in there.
Oh, yeah. So Ryan does do shipping. You can buy stuff from him online. He does do international. One thing I tell this story all the time. I always refer to a friend that would go to the post office for $4. I remember asking him, I said, don't bother Ryan for less than so much. And you were saying that you'd go to the post office for $4, I think it was, and that's passion and dedication. I would not go to the post office for $4.
Well, if it makes people happy, I'm happy to help and spread the love. The mountain has shared a lot of good things with me, and so I want these to find good homes with people who appreciate it.
Look at that one. Truthfully, folks, I prefer the yellow. I've always been a yellow phosphate guy. I love the giraffe Chinese that's coming out. Oh, thanks, bro.
That whole tray just lights up.
Boom. Have you ever sent it away for analysis?
I have not sent it for an actual analysis.
Well, it's one of those materials. It's undeniably Veras Site.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, when you want to know how much sodium's in it or something,
Well, there's definitely could be a lot of exotic minerals in it, chromiums or irons, or probably a little copper in some of it, because we do get some blues here and there. But labs are just so expensive these days, and honestly, I'm a poor broke guy.
Yeah. Emerald Basin. That's a pretty unique one.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I thought it was chalky for a second. That is glass.
Oh yeah. So these caps here with those colors are what those little nuggets over here you see are coming from. So this stuff here, here, and here are what are producing those cabochones. This actually is what I originally stuck a couple years ago and ended up finding the cloud right next to it.
Oh wow.
Just less than 100 feet from where I was at Veras Site.
Gosh, that smell. Wow. Damn, that's awesome. And I've seen videos of you mining this stuff. Sometimes you're just picking, like, you've touched every single piece. It's not like this thing is just crumbling out of the wall, Oh, yeah. He's sitting there grabbing
tough work
pieces, dude. It's not like agates and jaspers where you're getting these huge seams and you're just chopping it up. Like, imagine picking this up, every single little one.
Yeah, I got to get a screen up at this spot because I'm in there with my pocket knife, getting each one, jackhammering the sides away, and then going back in and picking each one out, making sure to give each one a little love.
Heck yeah, dude. And so you have no problem with international and stuff, if anybody?
I typically don't do international. I've just had so many problems with it in the past, and packages going missing.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Stacking these estates is really hard to be accounted for. I'm open to it if the order is large enough.
Yeah, you're not gonna ship out $15 to
Yeah.
New Zealand.
You know, also I tell someone, you know, if you've got a friend in the States that you trust, I'll ship it to them, and then they could be their responsibility to ship it overseas.
I shipped during COVID, I shipped 100 grams of turquoise to Australia. I think it was $97.
Yeah, and it's pricey. It sometimes ends up being, you know, more than the cost of what people want.
So you're mining Desert Bloom now. This stuff's super popular. I think the Hartmans really had a good help in making this material so
Dylan and John
popular.
there.
Those guys are the best cutters.
Yeah.
I want to know their backing formula. I don't know if they'll share it like a lot of people do.
They have a YouTube video about
Their backing style.
I believe so.
Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
They go through the whole process. John Hartman, I believe, has a video. He goes all the way through backing, preforming, and what they even use for polishing.
So this color is to die for. It looks great. I like the dirtier looks. I mean, this almost looks like a blend of Lucian with the Kush Valley stuff, which is beautiful. But when I think of Desert Bloom, I think of like the floral patterns. This stuff is so cool.
Yeah, it's a hot one right now on the market for sure. That's going to be exciting to see what comes out this year. Those guys have been busting balls.
Oh yeah.
They're about, what, 30 feet or so deep on about a 50, 60 long trench they're working.
There's a great deal on some unfinished stuff, and these things are barely unfinished. A lot of these you could just polish with a compound and be done with it. What do you think this one is? Is this the Calypso?
That's the Kina Verde.
Oh, cool. That one right there. Boom, baby.
That one probably doesn't even need anything. It's
No
ready.
pre-polish, it's ready. What is your backing formula?
I just use DevCon.
DevCon,
the
that's-
2-part syringes that they have.
That's the pro industrial
really easy.
standard. The only thing is you got to order them most of the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I buy it by like 50 at a time.
It's not cheap.
No, it's not. But you know, it's quality stuff. It's very, very lightweight, so it barely adds any weight to the stones. It just makes for a nice, clean finish. How are you doing today?
My buddy Ryan asked me to come look at this super cool gem silica. It's a great price. I mean, a lot of gem silica cabochons go for more than casual turquoise. It's just such a hot material, and a lot of it is just so caked with chrysocolla that you find at reasonable prices, even more expensive than this. But it's almost like silica in chrysocolla, where this is literally, you know, gem silica. Really cool stuff.
Some of them you'll get little wisps through there, and even little orbs of the chrysocolla through there.
Yeah, this one just is wispy and orby. Is this a lot harder mining?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I've got pictures of me and the boys out there digging it where we have 4 jackhammers stuck in the wall that we cannot get out. It gets a little frustrating. That's why I like it. Son of a gun.
It looks great.
It's been a hot one this year. I had some amazing slabs over there.
What? Did they sell this show?
Yeah.
So folks, you gotta get here first. I'm gonna buy that piece. Awesome. Is this purple coming from anywhere?
This is coming from Nevada also. This I used to mine with another gentleman, maybe 5-6 years ago we dug this. But he believes them to be stromatolites, which are ancient algae colonies that formed possibly close to 1 billion years ago. So when we're digging it, you get these just big patties and these giant basins on this mountain that are just stacked endlessly. Some of them get some really beautiful purple. The only thing with this stuff, like amethyst, it will lose its color eventually if left in direct sun.
Oh wow, so while you're mining, you probably see a lot of gray?
Yes, yeah. On the surface, a lot of them are bleached out or worn out. But if you crack them open with the hammer, it'll have some purple still in the middle.
Who's working the Agua Oro?
This is another one of our claims. We thought it to be a hat mine originally, which is a very small deposit. We got maybe 10-20 pounds out of it that were just phenomenal spider web, but then it just disappeared instantly. But we kept working it and kept working it over the years, and we're starting to get back into a little bit more of that nice high-grade spider web in there.
Oh, cool.
We'll see what time does. But this stuff can get really, really high-grade, beautiful patterns. Some really eccentric colors.
Yeah, look at that. I'll buy this one for sure.
Yes, sir.
Very cool. We're gonna cut that and we're gonna do a giveaway. For somebody, you're gonna have to follow Ryan on Instagram. Definitely at least put up a picture of his Instagram page, so if you get notifications that I take a bunch of screenshots of your thing, you know what I'm doing. Not to make posters above my bed or anything, but it's it's always like if I make a video with somebody and they're a lady, I always text them, hey, I'm about to take a bunch of screenshots, don't get creeped out or anything. I promise it's just for the video.
Cool, brother. I trust you, Dave. You're a good man. You've always been good at this.
Oh, here's some, like, I don't even know, what color would you call that?
Like neon blue.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than the yellower ones.
Blue.
Looks almost similar to Star Fox.
Emerald Basin has a nice range of colors. There's 3 pits that I've been working. One pit is predominantly like a nice blue color, and then where the nuggets and those veins come out of tends to be a little more minty, but every once in a while you get a little more saturation of green or blue inside of it.
Oh, here's even more. Oh yeah.
Oh, and there's a giant vein on the claim too. It's about 3 inches thick, just runs about 20 feet long.
Oh,
mostly it's modeled kind of yellow to lighter green color.
Dude, I want to go mine some. It's no fair.
I gotta come out sometime.
I would love to.
Down in person.
I would love to.
I'd love to take you up there. Do an extended video.
Oh man, yeah, make a documentary.
Farm to table is what they say.
Yeah.
Is there an end to the season in the summer? Does it get too hot to be out there?
He was mining in the hottest part of the summer.
I mean, even I'll go out at night and mine from like 11 o'clock to like 5 in the morning just to beat the heat.
Oh my gosh.
How much, Ryan?
I could probably do that for a whole doll hair. Yes, sir. How much? These should all have prices marked on them somewhere.
Oh, cool. Takes Venmo, which is easy. So Ryan also mined Sunstone. He used to work for those folks.
The tripod or the? Okay, yep. I got one in the back of my trailer. And then a couple of the I don't know, they're kind of.
I just bring the one Milwaukee. That sucker's freaking
that's more
bright,
than enough,
man.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just in there in a little pit. It gets a little spooky because when you look up, it's just pitch black everywhere. But
Oh man.
You don't know what's just beyond.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Into the darkness.
Oh yeah. I stay packing out there though, so ain't no one's getting me. Ain't no coyote or nobody.
Yeah. Ryan, thanks so much for the tour, brother. You're super hardworking. You're the genuine article.
Thank you.
The phosphate prints. Dude, you work hard and it shows, and you love what you do. I'm so bloody excited for the Cloud Chaser. I'm gonna be following you closely so that when you get some back, I mean, you could just cut this.
Oh yeah. Oh,
No
most of that
problem.
box is cuttable, definitely.
But I'm gonna wait for the stabilized.
This is what I'm starting to get into. The last kind of week of production out there, we started getting into
Boom,
pockets of
baby, what?
really, really nice blue. And this stuff is so silicated, some of it will even scratch quartz.
Oh my goodness.
So it's really nice stuff. And this is what some of those natural ones look like on the inside.
Oh, thanks for busting out the goods, dude.
Yeah, man. We're getting some big nuggets too out of there. So the size is gonna start to get more promising. And we also get some really nice, just very silicated Veras Site that runs with this stuff also, with just amazing webbing in it.
Oh yeah, look at the polish on that.
And this stuff forms right in with the same pockets as these turquoise. I don't know if you can see with your camera, but there's little tiny nugget hanging there. I mean, these have been tumbled, but you can just pluck the nuggets right off the Veras Site when it comes out. It's a trip.
So that's Veras Site with that tiny little turquoise.
Yep.
nugget?
Most of the time you see that, it's because the stabilizers are just like mixing batches and little crumbs get over.
Yeah, it's all natural from the ground, and I just hit it on a cloth wheel with some Zam.
Oh man,
So when
look at that.
Veras
Just
Site
listen to that.
bleeds, it bleeds turquoise. That's crazy.
I know, huh? Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I've heard that they can form close together, but I've never ever seen them form like together like that. You know, it's wild stuff.
So if you folks watched the video of the turquoise identification game we played a couple days ago, letter A, that first piece of Veras Site actually came from Ryan.
If you want to see, this is some other stuff that's come from the Veras Site spot.
Oh man, of course I want to see.
Really nice greens up there at Emerald Basin. Unrivaled. I get some preemy colors, some really nice blues. Almost looks like desert bloom, some of them.
Oh, definitely.
And then just some very tight, beautiful black web. The whole spectrum of goodness.
Oh man, I'm so excited for it.
These boxes have been stabilized, so there's an example of the stable material.
Are you better at getting that out than me?
Probably. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Really good stuff. The blues are just electric. Light will pass through these. They're so gemmy.
Dude, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yo, at the very end, bust out the goods. Well, it's all great, but that's amazing.
The miner's collection's always the best.
Yeah, for sure. Imagine what he's got in the truck. So, Instagram, Conscious Creators. For folks that don't use Instagram, you on Facebook at all, where they can reach out to you?
I have a Facebook, I'm never on it.
I
Instagram
think
is enough.
Facebook Messenger is letting you message people on Instagram now, so
Okay.
that should be easy for.
I get a notification, I can link them somehow, but I'm not the most tech savvy
Oh, dude,
guy.
I mean,
I like my shovel and pickaxe.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, check them out, folks. Thank you, Ryan. You're the best.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate you, brother.
Conscious Creators. Yeah, if you come through the main entrance, the first row on the left, or if you're doing the dirt parking lot over there, there's the main building right there. You can't miss him. This dude's a badass. You gotta check him out.
Wheelbarrow and
And then there's Fire Ledge. Hey Jeff, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave.
How you guys doing?
Good.
How you doing?
I'll stay open late for you. Just you. Look at my Colombian emeralds.
Boom, baby. You're not gonna cut them, are you?
Yeah, but fast enough.
Dude, you're got some balls. Snow Blanc. Royston, decent Royston.
So I got all these bubble wraps.
Oh, Caspian.
I try to keep it closed.
Australian.
Like she always finds her way in. She'll pull them out one at a time. And she takes them down. And then we got a little door I cut. And I have 2 sheets to put a cap over.
Nevada Blue. I bought some of this for 50 cents a gram.
It's like a 6 by 8, 10.
$4 a gram is not bad for this vintage, super nice material.
And she'll walk right into the doorway and it doesn't fit, so it wraps around her.
Cloud Mountain, Chinese nugs,
Stuffs it in there and gets in the.
gray pattern. And some people are like, $4 a gram for Chinese. It has gone up
And then she goes and gets another.
because it's so good looking. Rising Phoenix, this is a type of Kingman. Let's go back over here and take a look at Morenci 2. This is good. So there are a few people selling the Nakazari, but this is even better than what I saw at McKay's earlier. It's the same stuff. I'm sure they got it at the same time. They're like brothers from another mother. There's so much love but there. These guys are awesome. So, I mean, hence the Cobalto calcite. Slabs are the only 2 people that have it. Probably 200, 300 grams, so $400 to $600. Of course he would do you a deal. There's a nice big one in there I want to look at. Boom. Oh, we already were looking at it. The perfect amount of pyrite.
Hello. How are you? Good, how are you? Good. The temperature is nice right now. It hasn't cooled off yet. It's comfortable. I'm out buying Colombian emeralds. That's how we do it. So we got to make it so you spend it. Let's throw them on the ground.
Mixed Veras Sites. Is this a Veras Site? Or is this is Chinese turquoise, I think. Yeah, it's not a... Yeah, I was going to say it's just hanging out in the Veras Site bin.
Yeah.
Oh, turquoise and Veras Site. Didn't see that.
Yeah.
You've been cutting, brother? Whoa.
I've really taken kind of almost the whole year off. I've been working with my dad trying to get his properties going.
Heck
He's
yeah.
getting older and his knees are going out and stuff. But yeah, just helping him out. But I've been doing a little bit.
I mean, you're so good at it, dude.
Been digging more than anything.
Oh, heck
but
yeah.
I still keep my fingers going. Have to do a sale sometime. I know. Make yourself a bunch of good rough.
Oh, we definitely are. I got to get videos out ASAP because my revenue drops down really big time before the shows, and then they just spike up.
Yeah.
So I'm collecting a bunch now, but I would love to at the Miners Co-op. Is that where you're going to be? Mm-hmm. Perfect. And we'll do it on a weekday, so we're not like scaring away customers. Because I'll have my grandmother there taking notes.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you more about it here in a second. Maserati Fordite.
Thinking maybe it's
Straight from Italy.
$100 a hat from you.
Brought by some Fordite enthusiasts. Rich man colors, gold, silver. There's a little bit of rose gold in there. Looks like almost like a sparklier British racing green. That is special. Here's something really unique. Viking Turquoise. I think this is actually a Veras Site. It's an Ottoson material. If it is, it looks like the mantis. Is Viking Turquoise a Veras Site?
It's turquoise from Lander County, Nevada. Hard natural.
Okay, it is a turquoise.
It's one of the. It's like blue diamond from up there. It's a really hard natural turquoise, mostly.
Love the matrix.
Good color. Good black shirt. A little brittle for some people, but I haven't had problems with it when I've cut it. So I don't know. Just you know how that goes.
Yeah, you're a really good cutter though, so you're not the normal Joe Schmo.
Struggle with stuff like that. You hear that reputation of natural turquoise being a little more difficult to cut for people, you know. And, but I found that to be, it's a great turquoise and black shirt. It's rare. It's an old one. A guy had a rock shop in Austin, and at the south end of Lander County, and he had the claim up there. And then the rock shop closed down, and I think he moved out of there and dropped the claim. And I went up there to claim it, and I got up there literally while the Ottisons were at the bottom of the mountain watching us go up the mountain to it, and they just put the papers up there. So we almost made it in time, but missed out on it. They were like, yeah, we saw you guys going up there. It was a race.
And you guys I know you worked really hard by how much of that hard rock, the Green Dream doesn't look easy to get, and then Mescalero, and then what's the beautiful pink? Windy Mountain.
Oh, that's super hard to get.
Dude.
It's not hard digging. It's not hard digging, but it's hard work.
Yeah, you're trucking.
You can only get so close to it, so you got to carry all the rough out. It's like too rough to even use a wheelbarrow. So like you pretty much just have to grab what you grab, carry it to the quad, and then you just progressively work your way farther and farther out, finding stuff.
Dude, awesome.
I got a couple ton on Windy Mountain, so I'm still.
Really?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I wait for the weather to clear up and go out there and start picking it up.
You want it next year?
Huh?
Next year? All the above?
So, naturalite.
But I want to get
I believe it's an Indonesian material. It's a crazy material because it looks like crap in the rough, but it is such an amazing polish. I mean, it's an amazing piece when it's polished. I remember when this stuff came to market. I heard it comes from an island in Indonesia that's like a prison colony. I thought it was worked by them, but I guess it's just the same place. Let's check out his cabs over here. All different kinds of stuff. Nakos, Kalina, Kingman, Royston, Chinese. So Jeffrey Hill is like you come like one of the main entrance. He's on that same row as Ryan, all the way down. And there's Stevie. It's about that time of the day. Pretty much everything else we're going to be bothering people. You ready to slide, Stevie?
Sure.
Let's roll.
What did you
I beg your, I'm sorry?
Armando.
You want to go over there?
I thought that's what you needed to do.
No, I got caught up filming. Got any words of wisdom for the folks at home, Stevie?
Rocks don't
Lie.
Rocks don't mildew, so you got time. They don't go bad. They're not like grapes.
Yeah.
Grape agate,
Or people.
Yeah, grape agate, yeah. Grape agate doesn't over-ripen.
All right. So folks are always asking me where to look at turquoise. Been saying it for years. Definitely got to check out McKay. McKay's got some of the most interesting stuff. Here's some Mongolian, $1.50 a gram. 100% natural, no stabilization. I bought most of his stuff that he had at Denver and Desert Gardens. I love this stuff. The pits don't bother me. I like the clay inside of there, if that's clay or whatever. Really good looking stuff. And a great price. Good color. Oya Togoi, I believe, is the name of the mine. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I guess you can buy minerals from the actual mining website, but you can't buy the turquoise from the actual website. His Ithaca Peak, I think, is his hottest stuff right now. He must have just sliced this, huh?
He hasn't sliced. He's going to go back and do that today. He's got a whole bunch of new to slice.
Well, damn. This is great. It looks kind of like Nakazari or Morenci, but it's Ithaca Peak, which I think is in Arizona. Is it kind of Kingman-ish?
It is. Very good.
It is. It's not pricey, but it's heavy. And I mean, if you're cutting, this is the color you want. Personally, I avoid the ones that are super pyritized like this. But some people really like. And a lot of the veins open up when you're cutting and you're peeling it back and you're making it sideways. That's really good. Oh, you got some cabs over there. Thank you, brother.
Just got a dirt here. Let me take the lid off.
Oh, thank you, bro.
The lid is good.
This is a great one. Oh, man. Perfect thickness. It's probably 8 mil. Almost looks Iranian, or does Iranian look like this? I think Iranian's becoming a real common American turquoise. I got ripped off for $1,000. I heard McKay got ripped off too. Everybody did. The guy went around ripping everybody off. McKay took a bigger bite than me. Could you weigh this out for me? When you get? Oh, no, you sir, no. It's a little busy.
A bag?
Let's take a look at some of these cuts.
I bought some 2 pieces of rock and he doesn't have a bag.
All right, good enough.
Thank you.
This is a great one.
You're broke in a place like this.
Better than the casino.
Yeah. At least you have something to show for it, huh?
Yeah.
Great color. Here you go, Stevie. Thank you so much, brother. This is also Ithaca. No, this is Nako. And that is Ithaca Peak. You can see how they're kind of similar and the darker blues. They're the same price, I believe. Steve, could you weigh that for me?
Sure.
I cut so much of this stuff over the last year. It's a great seller.
47 grams
47 times 2.5
is 94 and half, 23, 117. We could do it for 115.
So yeah, 115 for something
110.
like this. 110-ish. A little bit over $100 is the way you could say it. But it cuts fantastically. This piece You can see how it looks so much like the Nakazari. But I think a peak. I mean, Mexican turquoise is awesome. It's from the mother natural turquoise, but people just prefer American in America. I love them both. I think this. You still got some of the Alpine Village.
It still speaks English.
Yeah, definitely. The Alpines are cool. Kind of looks sonority. The Kush, of course. Veras Site from Iran. This was probably one of the hottest sellers last year, right? Where was he? No, the one I won was gone. No, I think that's it. I do not. My favorite style isn't the kind that are solid like that, because you can't
He's got to take it to...
tell that it's the Iranian. Where when it's like this, you definitely can. And so you kind of want some of the matrix. When I first saw this stuff, I thought it was all stabilized because of the white little webbies in there. But most of it's not. I think all McKay's is not. Really cool stuff. It goes by so many names in such a short amount of time. I think it's been just in America for 2 or 3 years. I've heard the name Blackridge?
Blackridge was some that they got in that was low grade that they treated and then sold. Yep.
Oh, cool. So it does kind of have its own identity. That it was the lower grade.
Yep.
That's kind of interesting. That makes a little bit more sense. And then there was Emerald Rose, which was the name one of the ladies who helped source it to America was calling it. And then there was obviously the Kush. The Kush is cool because it comes from the Kush Valley. And what other names have we heard? I can't remember, but it went by a few different names. My favorite is...
Well, you know,
this kind.
you must have some other place to wear another piece of... You must have another place to wear
So,
some more.
this is that Australian that I get from him. No price on it right now. It must be by the piece. Yeah, he has them all priced out. I love the yellow ones here. I think it's the best
turquoise.
look. Some of this just looks like Lucian, you know, so which is probably my least favorite Veras Site, but still phosphate, and I'm a phosphate guy, so I do like it.
All right.
Very nice. The Australian Veras Sites. Yeah, we were just talking about that. It goes by like 5 different names.
I know, right?
It is. Yeah.
It's called... Actually, we're
So
calling
here's some
it
Bamboo
Kush
Mountain.
Line from
This got
Iran,
picked
because that's
through
actually
yesterday.
the line that it
This was like
Okay, cool.
more than halfway full, and now it's just wiped out.
You know where the
This one's still here. This one's a total
outdoor lady
winner.
is?
Some great polychrome greens there on the side.
Rhodochrosite.
50 cents a gram. You can't
This
go
is our new
wrong.
one.
It's just
So
such a
it's
good deal.
similar, but
it is
not.
stabilized, but it's just so cool. My least favorite of this bamboo right now is just the plain
That's
blue,
Cobalti and
because I
calcite.
have so much of it.
That's what
But
this
it's just a cool classic look. When you think of Chinese turquoise, that's kind of what you think of. And this type of bamboo mountain is a lot of what I have. So definitely really into these greens right now. I think I might have to get that piece. And the rub for sure, that one. They're all winners for the price, but it's going to be a long month, so we're being super picky. That looks great, but I have just so much of this type.
probably not.
That's a great one. I like the vein of matrix right through the middle.
At Desert Garden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were like, oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, that's right. You're friends with James.
I think that's the other half of that one, right? Yeah.
Right, Sarah.
Right?
Yeah, you can walk there.
Hey Steve, do you remember me and Elizabeth giving you all right, so I did see McKay polish one of these pieces the other day. I think this is Santa Rita. We'll go take a look at some rough here in a little bit. It looks great. Doesn't get too much thicker than this, which is why I think he left the back pretty rough like that. But it looks like Baja on steroids. It's a bit thicker. Oh yeah, it's the backing. So Jeffrey Hill's going to be selling this carbon fiber backing. Very, very cool. I'm going to try to flat lap everything I use this backing for because I don't like the separation so much, but the cab itself is awesome, and it's such a light backing. It's lighter weight than any kind of DevCon or record or whatever people are using, and it's just super strong, and it looks good. So if you do use an open back setting, like a step bezel or something, it's gonna look great. I think this is a piece of Santa Rita. It's really tough to tell. No price. This is not it, I think. It might be, because Santa Rita is quite a bit more affordable than the Ithaca Peak stuff. Not for sale. What is that? It must be something really good. This is a piece of the Oil Tagoi Mongolian finished. Almost looks like Sleeping Beauty. If I'm not mistaken, I think the stuff that they call Royal Beauty from Ernie Montoya is the Oyo Tagoi. And I guess the story is that because the first batch that they got of it looked so much like Sleeping Beauty, they gave it the name Royal Beauty. And I guess all the stuff since then doesn't look as much like it, so it looked even more like it than this. But I think it has like a cool teal quality and water web that you don't always see in the Sleeping Beauty, so definitely has its own identity now. I think this is Ithaca Peak. Sometimes they call this Smoky Kingman. If this is just plain Kingman, it's the Smoky Kingman. I don't really like that name at all. But these are really cool. Live edges. He's got some new turquoise over here. Is this Clay Canyon Veras Site? I have no idea.
I know.
This, I think it's Mexican. I don't remember what it is. I think it's just like really, really good Campitos.
You all birdied up. Finally.
Oh, there's
Hey, bro.
Hey.
Love you, brother.
People looking for you.
I'm doing good. Making a phosphate video.
City Chief hat was looking for you.
Huh.
He said he texted you or called you today.
Oh, let me take a look.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Oh, right on. Oh, doing good.
Good to see
I like
you.
that. I like you.
I like you too. And I like your art, man. You're stunning.
Thanks. I just need to do it faster.
Don't we all, dude?
Yeah.
I bet those like pulse arc laser things people are using for silversmithing, it'll probably come down eventually.
Oh, I'm hoping it does.
It has to.
That's funny you said that.
I think we all want one, right? They're like,
I want one.
I think the cheap ones are like 10 grand right now. Or no, I think I heard they were like down to 5 already.
Really?
And
Loose in.
Yeah, I'm positive. I'm absolutely positive they're going to come down.
Veras Site. It's out of the back.
there's the man. He's working hard over there. Good morning, McKay.
Let me see if I can find these people for me.
Loose in.
He's got a shirt on today.
Oh. Let me see. Flex. Oh, yeah. That's.
Did I have it off
hard.
yesterday?
Yeah, a little. No, I don't know. Just the tank. I'm just being silly. great shot right there.
I think I might know who that is.
Some Veras Site, Kush, Snowville, some other stuff. Some of the more of the Kush cut. There's that greener web, the black webby variation of this Veras Site. It doesn't look bad at all. It's just not my fave.
How are your turkeys coming? Are you getting
Here's some of that Chinese. This is the bamboo. I love the splotchy ones.
See how it goes.
Love the splotch. There's another splotch.
McKay Turquoise are tiny. That's not turquoise.
And this is some of his Blue Creek. This turquoise is super hard. Often sold as unstabilized, but I think that it's dipped, which they take a screen and they just dip it. And the reason they do that is not because it needs to be stabilized, but because the matrix is super surface thin.
I put them out.
Small spaces.
And
I put them out in those white trays. So
and to keep some of the matrix, they stabilize. Pretty much, they're stabilizing the matrix, not the stone. What a cool cut, little snowman, or I consider it a gourd. Here's another one. McKay, did you cut these little snowmen or these little gourds?
They're guitars.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, it's just a guitar.
Those are cool.
You can make it a gourd if you want.
You can't turn down the potato chip.
This is Blue Creek, right?
Here, I will make you feel better.
That is Emerald Valley.
Oh, okay. I was completely wrong. I was super wrong.
We're big veggie people at home.
Mr. McKay.
Yes.
You like the cucumber?
No, thank you. I appreciate it big time. Okay.
It's salty. It's like a salty mineral. It's delicious.
Oh, you're still going? Well, then,
My wife's
hold on to
singing.
them for you.
She cuts off the rind.
Yeah, I
And
don't
I
have a
tell her,
green.
don't cut.
All right, here's some Gold Hills, Kazakhstani Turquoise. All the rage right now. Everybody wants this stuff. Kind of hard to find rough. There's one gentleman who's bringing in, I think it's 3,000 a kilo, which is a bit for some folks. For some folks, that's nothing in the turquoise world, but it's just so unique. There are a few different varieties of this type. I like the lavender-y blue ones the most. I also do like the matrixy ones. This is a great one. I'm gonna have to buy a piece from this one. Do you take a card, my friend? Do you take a card?
No, check or cash.
Okay, I'll go to the ATM.
Check, maybe cash.
Gonna have to get a piece. Here. It's a cool matrixy one. Even the rough is beautiful, as is. Here's a kind of a cabochon. All of these are definitely, that I see, are cut by the same folks because the same quality of polish, which is all really good. I mean, all Russian materials are polished extremely well. Oh, here's a cool pin. There was a technique that my friend Jack was telling me, the gentleman who buys the rough from, had for polishing this, where he does something before he does a final polish on it.
It shows you the color. You put it in water because it shows. That's what's going right. That's what's going right when it's polished.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Dom, I need like that Rita.
Ah, that's a great one. mostly specimens, not so many cabochons. There are some here. I don't know if they've been picked through already. Imagine so. It's the second day, but it's already like things sold out. I mean, some people are completely wiped out already.
So, do you do some live feeds or something?
I do a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're over at Desert Gardens at the metal building there.
Awesome.
Have you been over there yet?
I was there a couple of weeks ago. What do you folks
metal
sell?
Building. We sell everything. We have like a gallery inside.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Is it on the right hand side? So not the Tyson Wells like game building, but on the other side of that, like on the corner.
You know where Desert Gardens is, where all the tents are.
Oh, I'm thinking Tyson Wells. Sorry,
Yeah.
you're in Desert Gardens.
Yeah,
Inside of the building.
Yeah, we're in that metal
I have not
building.
been in there.
Well, you need to go and check it out. It'll blow you away.
What's your name, brother?
Brad Newport. We
Brad.
own it.
Do you
but-
mind if I am
No,
over there and you're not there? If I say it's okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's really a blessing. I appreciate you saying
Yeah,
that.
no problem. So,
Brad Newport. Gotta go check out his galleries. Oh, here's some more cabochons. This one looks a little bit softer right there. Absolutely love it, but there's also another. Whoa, so this is Uzbekistani. In Denver, there was a gentleman selling gold hills with some Armenian, but I'm not familiar with the Uzbekistani. It almost looks like a mix of Chinese and the Kazakhstani, and the look, but definitely unique. It's a great book match right there. I think it's no, maybe it's not a book match. There we go. Now it's home with its sister. Very cool. Yeah, some other turquoise here from Uzbek. Is this the same?
Yes, Uzbekistan, no, it's other localities. Same, it's Uzbekistan.
But different look.
Different localities. Yeah, different.
It does look different.
Uzbekistan, it's Mongolian, it's Kazakhstan, okay. Other Auminza town. Other Uzbekistan, Auminza. Auminza, it is other place. Uzbekistan, same Uzbekistan. In Uzbekistan, many places people can do.
Very nice.
It's 10 gram.
50 cents a gram? Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a great price. Definitely gonna have to get some then. Feels nice and hard. Okay, will you weigh this for me? Very cool. That's not a bad price at all. So $35 with 67. Cool. Let's add this one too. That's a sweetheart. That is really good price, brother. Oh, I'm sorry, and this one too. They're good stuff. If I would have known, yeah, I wish I could. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, gotta get that one. I've been telling all the Russian gentlemen, bring more rough. Americans want rough, especially the gold hills. If you can get it for under 3,000 a kilo, it will sell. But it's probably locked into that price pretty good. But this stuff is really good. Might as well, it's so cheap. You don't have spray? No. I'll get that. Why not? Okay, that's enough right now. Great stuff. So, the Miners Gallery. You definitely got to check them out no matter where they are. They do the San Diego show. They were at Albuquerque this year. They're going to be at the Kina Electric Sports Complex. Yeah, just awesome stuff. The miscellaneous bins are my favorite, but their cabochons are like 1/5 of the price that most other people would sell it for. We're going to take a look at all that stuff. We're going to take a look at some of the Amaru and number 8 you always hear me talking about. But before I do, I want to look at the Gibbsite because I did a little game. We did a turquoise identification game, and I showed off a piece of Gibbsite in the rough that was sent to me by Turquoise Odyssey. And I was talking about how this stuff can be very, very expensive. A piece like this online can be well over $200 depending on where you buy it from. And even though it is a synthetic turquoise, it is probably the most successful block that you'll see in jewelry. I see Danae, Hopi Zuni artists put this stuff in gold. And it's really cool to see some polished because I just had the rough. $1.50 a carat. Mr. Best cut all these about 6 minutes a piece. He is fast. Here, the boys right here.
Jeff. This may be Lander. You can have it, Dave.
Are you kidding me?
I'm pretty. Look at it.
Holy smokes, dude! Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll make my grandma a ring out of it.
Okay, good.
Damn. Thank you.
That's the real stuff.
That is such a blessing. I've never had the real deal. So, Mr. Best, the Gibbsite, it's been around for a while. They say it comes from Grant County, New Mexico, where it's being manufactured. Right. Do you use all the same processes for cutting turquoise as you do on the Gibbsite?
Yes.
Okay, so like ZAM maybe at the end?
I use actually stainless steel compound, white diamond.
Oh, nice.
Almost any place in a larger city that sells abrasives sells the stainless steel compound in big blocks for about $18. It's a lot cheaper than one of those big blocks will last you most of a lifetime.
Oh, awesome.
And that polish comes up in about 45 seconds.
Oh, wow.
I use hardstone cotton buff, dry, and
that would be difficult as you like eating
just with the white diamond or the stainless steel compound. Well, what's nice about it, that stainless steel compound has a little bit of a bite to it if you've got a little bit of faceting.
Oh, wow, really? So it actually is a little bit more dynamic than ZAM in Fabuluster.
And it doesn't leave the residue that ZAM does.
That's a problem because if I'm cutting 200 cabs, I hate being finished and then going back and having to rub everything down. And so I got to give the white diamond a shot.
Off your fingernail or whatever you do, yeah.
If I have any left.
Yeah, well, that's what I do is I use a hardstone cotton buff and just Google abrasives in any one of the larger cities, and there's bound to be an exclusive abrasive dealer. Or you can go online, and there are a couple of companies that specialize in abrasives online, but get the white stuff.
Absolutely, white diamond. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah. But that's what,
are you kidding me?
That's number 8. Look at the spider webbing on that.
What? Dude, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut this tonight.
Good.
And hide it for my grandma.
That's solid all the way through.
Damn. Thank you, gentlemen.
But that white diamond brings this polish up in about 45 seconds, 30, 45 seconds, maybe a minute, minute and a half at most.
$2 each. That is nuts because these take just as long as a bigger one.
Yeah, I can cut one of those and cut one of these at the same time. Probably less time I can cut one of those.
I'm surprised someone hasn't come and just bought all those cards.
We do sell a few cards, whole cards at a time.
I mean, people, in my opinion, they're overestimating, like lapidaries who are not silversmiths overestimate how big a stone should be for practical jewelry. When I started, I was cutting stuff like this thinking I'm going to make rings. Well, you can make a ring, but that's not for everybody. Yeah, that's like for an Oklahoma rodeo queen. You can't like...
I've sold thousands of rings. I've had just a couple of these. You take those and make a little figure eight around it with something with a twisted wire or whatever.
You know, I just found out today that you used to do silversmithing. That is fantastic.
I had 13 people working for me.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
I have made thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of jewelry. Everything from squash blossoms to watch bands to bracelets to necklaces to rings, earrings. In fact, one time I had a place that were next door to me. They opened up a gay massage parlor, and this was back before anybody was doing piercings.
Oh, wow.
They came to me and asked me if I could turned out it was a tit piercer.
Oh, wow.
This was back in the 70s before anybody was doing that.
Yeah.
And I said, sure, I can make anything you want.
That is fantastic.
So I made one of the first original tit piercers.
That is awesome. You don't have any tits pierced, do you, Mr. Best?
I don't have any pierces or any tattoos or anything of that nature.
Such a great price.
I'm always a little bit curious how these girls blow their nose when they got the
and now they're like hanging jewelry from those, like over their lips and stuff. Is Pilot Mountain in Arizona?
Nevada.
So, I'm not really good at it, but there's a lot of people who claim, even if they don't know locale, that they can tell the difference between Arizona and Nevada pretty easily.
Anybody who tells you they can identify a turquoise just by looking at it, where it's from, is either naive or lying or both.
Okay.
I mean, there's something like 35,000 turquoise claims in the United States alone.
Holy smokes.
I can show you over there the number 8 and the Amaru. You can tell them apart.
Let's go take a look at it over there. We'll walk around with this lady. There's one of the miscellaneous bins. I pulled out a couple pieces of Damali at the Albuquerque show of this material, and it is so awesome.
Here is number 8. Here is Amaru. Side by side.
The matrix is pretty spot on. We have some finished pieces over here for those of you that aren't so good with the matrix. So, without even looking, I can't really tell. Is this number 8?
That's number 8.
Like the matrix is the same, the color is the same. This is a very special Amaru that has a little bit darker, but a more typical Amaru.
See, this is a piece of natural Amaru. It's not stabilized. This is a piece of natural Amaru here.
Fantastic.
That's a piece number 8. I think.
Yeah, even the pros. Yeah. That is awesome. I'm really excited for the Amaru. It looks so good. And I think the Australian opal world it's like mostly untapped. Like they're so opal crazy, right? I was talking to my friend Adam Sawicki about, he gave me a core sample of some turquoise that the people gave up on because they were just after the opal and they just don't really care. But there must be some treasures there in the outback, in the turquoise treasures that they just haven't tapped into yet. This is great. Is this Amaru?
That, I believe, is Amaru. I'm not sure. It could be, that's the problem.
The only thing I'm going off of is sometimes I feel like maybe the Amaru can be a little bit chocolatier, but number 8 can be just as chocolatey.
Yeah. That's what I was going on. The rhyolite there is a little bit darker.
Well, is the Amaru and the number 8 the same price?
Yeah.
That's very convenient. Because if they were different prices and they wind up in each other's bins, that would be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, but this one I'm sure is Amaru. I like that one.
Yeah, I'd never seen it with this peach matrix before. Maybe it's rhyolite or something.
Well, it's all rhyolite, but this has less iron in it. This lighter colored. So,
is this Damali?
that's actually Chinese.
Wow, it's a beautiful piece.
I think that's probably Hubei.
When was the first time you saw Chinese in the market?
1970.
1970, and is that like, so back in the day, was it really marketed? They called it like Tibetan and stuff?
No, they sold it as just Hubei. That was back when Ron Alexander was stabilizing. He went to China and taught him how to stabilize, and after they learned his technique, they booted him out.
Oh no, yeah, it's kind of a common thing. I heard a story from a gentleman named Alan in Santa Fe that something happened similar with geologists that helped find a lot of the highly silicated Chinese that Daniel Lopaki and those guys were getting. Right when the Americans left, they kicked out all the geologists, nationalized the turquoise, put their own people in charge, and they said that the good quality never came back.
Yep. This is a piece of the number 8.
Wow, this is really good.
Here's a piece just dropped the Amaru right here.
Let's compare these. I just put it down.
That's Amaru, that is number 8.
Awesomeness. So, any new trays? I think I see a lot of new trays.
Yeah, 11 trays.
Are you going to do the Turquoise United in Albuquerque this year?
Yes.
Awesome, I'll be there. I'm actually going to do a demonstration for those folks. So if you don't mind me asking, I might have you come over there, put an apron on for me for a second.
I don't think I'll put a dress on for you.
No, to the apron is, yeah. It won't cook me dinner. Yeah. Not cook me dinner. So
I went to an 80 grit diamond wheel and 260 grit. And then I baffle all this stuff. But I just go rippity rip through it.
So what I want to do there is, for the demonstration, is it'll be called cutting turquoise for jewelry. Because some people, like I said, a lot of lapidaries that never did silversmithing don't quite understand bezels and girdles and what to really do, and consistency and domes, or even how to look for it. And more or less, no offense to those lapidaries, they're kind of just making specimens, you know what I mean? And it's not too much more work to do it the right way, at least a turquoise. I mean, 6 minutes and every single one of those pieces can be put in a piece of jewelry.
Yeah, sure. Right away. Yeah, a lot of people, they cut their slant, they get the slant right, but then they leave the, they got, unless your stone is uniform thickness and you got 1/8 inch bezel and you got an 1/8 inch slope there, you're screwed.
Yeah, an 1/8 inch is pushing it for a lot of beginner silversmiths. That is tough for me, at least. I mean,
you must have cut a lot of stones.
Yeah, I cut a lot of stones, but I mean, setting an 1/8 inch.
Well, I use sawdust.
Sawdust. Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, because with sawdust you can adjust it. If you got an uneven shaped stone, if it's thicker on one side and thinner on the other, you can move the sawdust back and forth in the bezel.
Oh man.
To even it out.
That is a great idea.
And then you push the stone up as high as you can, because the stone is the point of the jewelry.
I beg your pardon, sir. Am I hogging your lane here?
I'm not interested in what you're doing is all, so I'm hugging your space.
No.
This guy is a professional. His lapidary day, he puts hundreds of hours of lapidary stuff online.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate you, man. And I love Mr. Best, so I always got to come bug him.
Oh yeah, we're first time guys, so we gotta figure this out.
You know, if you're into turquoise, and I shouldn't tell you because I haven't gone.
Filming, so go
So
ahead.
I haven't gone through it yet, but you got this is.
The reason we show up is because of your ads.
Oh, thanks.
He has been watching you.
Thank you so much.
Jason Delgatti.
Jason?
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, Jason. There are treasures in here.
Talk to you online a little bit.
Oh, awesome. I pulled out some pieces of Damali here. That's like $1,500 a pound.
Really?
But you gotta like dump it and then put it back. Yeah, I guess that's the hard part is knowing what it is.
So what we want to do is we're part of the club. We want to get some turquoise and then cut it ourselves and then go to the club and make some jewelry out of it.
Awesome.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, it's very forgiving. This is probably, Mr. Best cuts each cab in about 6 minutes.
I know.
And so...
I cut calves, but I'm an agate guy.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Whenever you hit agates, I like agates.
I could tell you like agates by the way you say agate.
Montana.
That is a beautiful accent.
It's a lazy accent.
It's a Montana, yeah.
I'm getting
So,
this one.
what? Do you know what you'd do?
I don't have any idea what I'm looking for.
So
you're still not drinking?
Yeah, quit drinking.
Good job.
Yeah, it's been hard.
Way to go.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it actually got a little bit harder than the beginning.
I remember you were saying that.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I didn't know. All right, so those folks were super kind. They're agate people that wanted to pick up some turquoise. They got the one that I picked out earlier I wanted, but I wanted them to have it. But yeah, I picked out about 3 pounds of Damali from these folks from their miscellaneous bins during the Albuquerque show. There are some treasures in here, and the best part is they know that it's here. And there's no way for them to 100% know what it is. Some of them, obviously, you can, like, we know this is Chinese, for sure. But they're all different qualities. Some of them are cutters, some of them are soft, some of them are stabilized, some of them are not so good, like this piece here. You can see that piece is thoroughly cemented on there with glue. But definitely take the time, folks, if you get the chance. Go through the Miners Gallery's miscellaneous bin. It's totally worth it.
I think it's Bisbee.
Boom.
Some of that's Bisbee.
You know what it's not? That it is also similar looking. It's definitely not Manshan.
No, that's Bisbee in there. You look at that stuff. But they're small pieces. But for...
It smells good.
Yeah, it smells.
Oh, I love that
It's
smell.
natural. It's natural dirt.
It's like cologne to me, man. It is fantastic. Jeff wants you. I'll just take this whole thing and leave. I'm joking.
18 an ounce, you can't complain, right?
No, they're really great prices. Yeah, this Manshan here, Redskin is what they also call it. Sometimes has that chocolatey look, and it can be a very similar blue. I don't know where the gentleman pulled this from, so I'm just gonna leave it here. But yeah, very cool. Manshan is killer. I got some Mongolian that was mixed in with their Manshan at the Albuquerque show from these folks. But the Damali that was hiding in that bucket, that is where it's at. Is this more miscellaneous over here? Mason Pass. Kind of looks like Pilot Mountain or... Oh. Is it stabilized? I can't tell. This stuff looks great. Oh, that one. Love the splotches. 300 a pound, not bad. I think the most expensive stuff that they had was the Sleeping Beauty for 300 a pound. Well, besides, they're like large nugs and stuff. There's some Lucy and Veras Site. Just talking to myself. How you doing, brother? Oh yeah, I got like 3 pounds of Damali from that bucket in Albuquerque. I made a killing off of the cheap stuff. Yeah, you got to dump it though.
Which is the Damali?
If I didn't see any just going over the surface, so it might be in there. But if I saw it, I could point it out to you.
I'm still just making the initial rounds.
Heck yeah!
I don't buy anything till I've seen everything.
You're a wise man. Sometimes I buy stuff to keep.
I'll be over there with Dean and.
Where is he's like in the middle?
472. The
472.
Just behind him.
I want to go talk to Dean.
He's got that saw.
Oh yes. That's exactly what I wanted to talk to him about. Here's some of the Manchon that looks a little bit more like the Bisbee, but definitely not it. This polychrome is cool. This stuff is really good. Unfortunately, the folks that you can get a little bit more affordable from, some of it doesn't cut. So much so that Adrian Garcia, who is a great stabilizer, sold it to me. Actually, he gave me a big bag of it. I think I was going to buy it for $60 a pound, and he just gave it to me. He's like, dude, some of these just aren't cutters. I'm pretty sure these are higher quality than that. I don't really go for the redder rind Manchon. I feel like I cut too much of it this last couple of years. Hey, Gaspiite, Australian Gaspiite. Slightly polished. This is great. Gaspiite is a nickel carbonate, but a lot of the turquoise that is this color naturally is a faustite or has faustite in it. Yeah, I've been cutting a lot of Gaspiite lately. Jeffrey Hill has the Green Dream for $35 a pound, but the Australian is what people want when they want Gaspiite. This is really cool. I think I'm gonna have to buy a piece to just to have for education purposes. Don't want this muddy one. Gotta get the vibrant green, $2,000. Jeez. Very cool. Let's come back over here. We never get to look at the bucket. I'm gonna flip this before the end of the powwow, before it goes to Tucson and someone else does it. And some more of that Damali.
That's some junk Damali. I just was curious. I don't have any of that variety.
That's a gluey one. Some rough backed. Oh, nice.
That's Damali.
Yep.
But it's junk, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's still beautiful.
Here's a little nugget of it. Some sort.
Yep. It's kind of what to look for. But
That's not a bad one.
The stuff that was in there is a little bit more green. Kind of almost looks like a Chinese nugget, but the colors are really like.
This is kind of its typical color. Yeah.
Yeah, greenish. It does, sorry, brother. It does come in blue, but all the stuff I had was green. Here's some natural tingling, $25 an ounce. Jeff, 25. How many ounces in a pound? 16. 16 times 25. $400. That is not bad for this natural kingman. They sell pounds of stabilized for $400 around here, you know? Campitos even for $400, so. And these are kind of perfect for ringstones. That's hard enough to break your teeth. It's hard enough for jewelry then. You think teeth make great, teeth probably make good jewelry, polish up nice. Yeah, that is really awesome. Is this another miscellaneous? It is. I love the miscellaneous.
Another one over here too.
Oh, nice. I think that spray bottle works better over there. And it comes alive. Any progress on the Mexican cutting operation?
A little bit. I'm still at the stage where I'm trying to get them to understand that they can't have any faceting and
The quality control.
yeah, it's they're working on doors. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Didn't you say it was in Hidalgo?
Tecate.
Tecate. Nice. Not too far down south. I mean, yeah.
It's only about 20 miles away from my house.
This almost looks like Lone Mountain. This is a great one here. What is this from miscellaneous?
Yeah, it came out of this bucket here.
That is a great one. Do you know when Kino starts?
Yeah.
25th?
Well, we're gonna set up. It starts on Wednesday, next Wednesday.
Oh wow, that's soon. It's coming up, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna leave. We're leaving here Monday, and set up on Tuesday and start on Wednesday. 25th goes to the 12th.
This is cool. Some of this looks like fox and some other stuff. No way to tell, but very cool colors.
Just more than miscellaneous. So. Tell your grandmother I apologize. I didn't mean to just walk away on her, but I heard a lot of people.
It's okay. No, she understands completely.
She's looking better than she had for a while.
You know, I'm a bad habit. I'm a bad influence. I get a pizza, she's gonna eat the pizza. You know, so I quit a lot of junk food, and it's just been helping her out so much, and I really want to do better by her.
Well, I switched over from bacon and eggs for breakfast to just bananas and sure shakes or whatever.
Those are so delicious.
Well, just cut the calories down, make it a big lunch and almost no supper, and you'll start losing weight crazy.
Oh, nice. I got to give that a shot.
It's truly not a question of so much as what you eat, is how much.
Jeez.
There's somewhere in the neighborhood about 200,000 stones on display here. That and another about 1.5 tons of rough material.
Land. Now, I can claim to probably have 1.5 tons of material, but unfortunately it's not turquoise.
Right, okay.
It's a lot of leverite.
Right. I've got a few barrels of that at home too.
Yeah.
I think our cheapest hotel yet is that joint, and Lynn loves the bed the most.
So it says beads.
Here's some nugget cabochons. Just flatten in the backs, a bit of a girdle. Not a basic style of setting, but they look really good. Lynn loves nugget cabs. You used to see a lot more than you do now, like nugget jewelry. Here's some bigger flats. Nuggies. No, they're not flat, but...
So will proper stabilization get all the way to the center of a decent size?
Whatever. I mean,
these are cool. These Pilot Mountain tray. Said over 250,000 cabochons here.
This is the way it starts out. Rub your hand really good hard.
yeah.
The turquoise itself might be a little bit denser.
Some nice coral, $1 a carat, which is a really good price for this. I was seeing it a couple weeks ago at some other booths for closer to $5 a carat. All different qualities of coral. I had a AAA branch
So are you selling here?
that I gave away. My favorite is the angel skin, which comes from a few different places, including Japan. Give out to Everybody Rocks,
20 an ounce?
because she loves everything pink.
Yeah, that's what it says. For the scale to come on, it's 50. It's gonna be 1.5 ounces. That'd be $30. That's it. I'll go with that. You can put it in the bag. I'd be happy to.
Love the sound.
Thank you. Let me see that.
Here's slightly lower quality Mediterraneans. Some of them are just as good, if not better, than the $1 carat ones.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of Mediterranean folks, not just outside of Italy. You can get stuff from Morocco really affordably. Some people say it's more orange from Morocco. I don't know anything about where the highest quality comes from. I just know where the most expensive comes from, and that's usually Italy.
We lived in Phoenix for 8-9 years.
These look like
So I
Boyston.
had stuff there. But then
Number
I got
8.
rid of everything. We got
We're selling a lot
Gave the dog away.
of number 8 for $2,000. 1,260 carats. If anybody's interested, I'll try to put a picture on the screen here.
6 months into that adventure, he was supposed to be
All cut by Armando, so they're better than my quality.
middle of the night. Yeah.
That's a cool piece right there.
we're
Not a
back
big fan
where
of this
we're
style.
originally from, which is Minnesota. And any of the profit that we've made on the house is once that's along with some other stuff sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah. So yeah, currently staying dry.
There's some natural turquoise mountain. It looks pretty much just like the Oya Turquoise. I can see a little bit of difference. But that one right there looks Mongolian. This one looks Mongolian. Just goes to show that, you think you can tell, but you really can't.
Yeah, right on. Nice. Beautiful. So where were you from? Where did you grow up? Okay. Yep, a bit. Yeah. I grew up in the ski and snowboard. So I didn't get out west as much as you might think, but yeah, we got out to Colorado a few times. Well, see, I got no business side. I didn't get to enjoy it much. My dad had me working almost like I got a farm.
Here's some Sleeping Beauty. Natural, unstabilized, $256 a pound. I see this stuff go for well over $1,000 a pound. Some natural Morenci smalls.
I didn't mind the hard work. So I went broke on that.
So the Miners Gallery.
I don't want to get greedy.
Oh, they're hard to miss if you're taking that little road against the highway down to the parking lot where it says Love's over there. They're on the end by the restroom here. You can't miss the Miners Gallery. And you got to come visit Jeff and Rich. Rich, do you mind if the folks at home, can they see your belt buckle, please?
Sure.
You don't have to take
Show me
it.
the business card.
That is so cool.
That's the Royce. That's the two Roystons that I found up there when Dean was alive, and the other one is Blue Moon when Dean was alive, and I found them up there, and they are natural turquoise, and I cabbed them. I didn't do the silver work though.
Hey, that is great.
It's on the card. Let me get it.
Yeah. I might have it in my pocket.
It was on my card. That's when it was off, when I had it as a single cab.
Awesome. Almost left without saying goodbye to the super thick Bisbee chunk. It is so good. Obviously a shame to cut, but if I bought it, I'd probably take a little piece off the side just to play with. Dude, what's the price on this big beauty?
Well, if you got a $12,000 bill on it, it's yours.
$12,000 bill. That is awesome. Camera's being weird. Smaller piece.
That's 12,000 foot. They started at 20.
Well, you guys are you're giving me the bro price. I appreciate that.
What's that white thing?
I beg your pardon?
That one that you were holding.
This? Ah, I thought it.
Imitation.
Oh, this is
Imitation. Chinese redskin.
yeah. It's the poor man's Bisbee.
There you go.
Like good Campitos is the poor man's Sleeping Beauty, right?
There you go. That's almost got the same color.